Today I'm going to talk with you about how to select a topic. Up to this point in class, I have aided you in getting a topic to speak about. With the intro speech, we had you introduce someone in class. The impromptu, I gave you a topic on the spot to speak to. And then with the delivery speech, you've been aided in gathering a topic. But for your research speech, I'm going to expect you to pick your own topic. I want to give you this skill set because you'll find that in your life people will ask you to speak on things and not give you a lot of guidance. If you don't know how to approach getting that decision made effectively, it could come back to haunt you in an unpleasant manner. So the chapter that deals with this is chapter 7. In order to maximize this lecture, you're going to need this particular handout on topic selection. It's pink and it has a lot of different materials to it. It will encompass that includes the PowerPoint that I'm about to go through and some other exercises in the back that I'll refer to. All right, whenever you select the topic, you're trying to get an answer to key 3 questions. What is my general speech purpose? Is it to inform? Is it to persuade? Is it to address the needs of a unique occasion, a special occasion? What specifically do I want my listeners to know or do when I'm done speaking? And then you want to, at some point in this process, get to the point where you're talking about, you get to what your precise topic is about. Seldom, people will tell you, and it states this in the chapter, but I found it to be so true, that they'll say to you, well, whatever you want to speak about is fine, but that's not true. A lot of times when people take the time to listen to you, they have some kind of expectation of you. But the person that's inviting you to speak oftentimes will not be able to articulate that. So when they can't, and don't just believe them when they say this and randomly pick something. Try to find out what end result they have in mind. If you do that, a lot of times picking a topic will become less laborious and you'll have much more success. Before you speak, you should be able to answer this question. Why am I speaking on this topic for this particular audience and occasion? If you can't answer that question, then you need to start to hash out your reasoning or do a little bit more investigative work concerning your topic to achieve this, because this lets you know that you're on solid ground when it comes to the topic you've chosen. Now let's start with helping you understand your general speech purpose. Now, we talked about the speech to inform already in chapter 23, but we'll revisit that for a quick moment here. There's also the speech to persuade and the entertainment speech, or a speech that addresses the unique needs of a special occasion. The speech to inform has as its core goal the goal to increase knowledge, understanding, and awareness about a topic. That's the goal behind the informative speech. Whenever someone speaks informatively, they're trying to achieve this about their topic. This is achieved through the use of a combination of things that are listed here. These are the things that are on the beige table that I had you work with, defining things, describing them, explaining them, and demonstrating them. Now, not all of these apply for every speech, but remember on the second table that we did, ways of informing, and in chapter 23, table 1, we talked about which combination works best with each type of speech. So if you're dealing with an issue or a concept, in that table it tells you which combination works best with that. Make sure you revisit that in your textbook. The speech to persuade, remember that the core goal behind this speech is to promote change. So I'm trying to change my audience. I'm trying to change the way they think, act, or feel about a particular situation. In order to really effectively promote change, you have to find out where members of the audience lie when it comes to your subject matter. Do they feel considerably different than you do about it? If they do, you have one battle ahead of you. If they're with you but they're apathetic, then you have to craft a different type of speech. Same topic, but you'll have to craft your speech differently to achieve persuasion. And then if they're with you and act, and they're not apathetic, and they are doing what they're supposed to do, your goal is to reinforce them, so that if some new doctrine comes along, to pull them away, that they don't sway from that. Then the last one, the entertainment speech, the special occasion speech. The goal is to meet the unique social needs of a particular occasion. So you want to start to write up here and think, okay, what's my general speech purpose? Now for your research project, your general speech purpose is to inform us. You're trying to broaden us. So you're looking at a topic, but you're looking at it more deeply, because this speech you'll have more time to speak. You'll be expected to get more sources and all of that. You'll get the guide sheet on that speech later, probably later today when you're watching this tape, or you may already have it, but you'll get it very close to this, so you'll know the particulars. Now, where do you go to grab topics for this speech? Because people get really weirded out about that. They cover this in the book, but I thought I'd review it with you. A lot of times people speak better when they deal with topics related to something they're passionate about. Like, I love talking about preparing for life through academic work. So when I talk with students, in a past career that I had, I'd always see if that was a fit for my audience, and I'd play to that. But you can look in three key areas. You can look at what you have a personal interest in. What do you do when you have spare time that you can use in any way? Maybe that's an interesting hobby that others might enjoy. Maybe you've had a unique life experience or some type of employment situation that is particularly unique or interesting to bring to the table. You can also look at current events. What things make your blood boil? When people, what is it that people are so ignorant about that you would love to help them get over that ignorance? Well, bring that social issue to the table. Talk about medical breakthroughs that maybe you've learned about that were terribly interesting. Maybe something related to nutrition or diet. But play to your passions here. The things that you argue about all the time with friends and family could make a great topic for a speech. Lastly, you can look at things that happen right within your community. What things are right amongst us that we really need to pay attention to? There was a young lady that talked about a plant that was growing in our area, the Port Huron area. And she wanted to talk about this. At first, I thought, a plant, really? But what she pointed out to us is this plant was dangerous. It was very aggressive, and it was beginning to take over the ecosystem at that level, and it had the potential to cause a great deal of damage. That enlightened us tremendously. When it came to medical breakthroughs, another person talked to us about the properties of a walnut. Not a thrilling topic at first hearing, but when she was done, we all wanted to go out and buy a ton of walnuts and eat them. Okay, so you'd be surprised at what kind of topics can work. Now, how do you flush out topics? How do you generate topics? Well, there are two wonderful methods that you can use that are in your book. The first one is a word map. This is where you write down a word and you just follow that word with whatever else comes to your mind right along the paper. If you go to page 112 in your textbook, you'll encounter this method. Okay, this is an example of a word map here. The person started out with terms like health, children, diving, internet, and then as they went and dealt with each word, they just wrote down the next thing that came to mind. And you can do that as well. I want you to do a word map. I want you to take 5 words and list them, and then I want you to then brainstorm about each one in a linear fashion like this, and see what you flush out. That is a homework assignment I will need you to do over the weekend. All right, the next method is called topic mapping. Topic mapping. I'm going to switch back and forth on you kind of quickly here. Topic mapping is where you do the same thing, but you use a series of circles. You write down the topic, and then it's like that topic explodes. Anything else that comes to mind, you just pour out in surrounding circles, and then you can take another circle that you've generated and launch off on that particular circle. Again, going back to page 112, there's an awesome example of this that a person did, starting with the word childcare, and they went to finding, paying for it, and quality of provider. Then they went to each of those and they put some thoughts down that came to mind. Now, brainstorming is a wonderfully messy process, and there are no right or wrongs, and it's just what comes to mind. I want you to do a topic map also on a different set of words. Again, you can pull things from employment experiences, personal experiences, social issues, medical issues, or community-based issues. But I want 2 of these done. I want a word map and a topic map fully developed, okay? All right. So with that being said, let's go back to the PowerPoint. And I'd like those by next class, please. After you've generated some topics, you're going to be ready to narrow the topic. Narrowing the topic is a very important issue because brainstorming can produce a lot of ideas, but not all of them are good ideas that will work in a particular speaking scenario. So how do you narrow the topic? Well, there's a handout in your packet of information that has all of these words, all of this listed, so you don't have to write yourself silly. Just simply go to page 3 in your packet, the topic selection sheet, and take a look at this. What you're going to do is you're going to state the topic that you're considering in as complete of a sentence as you can. Then you're going to judge that topic based on 4 basic standards. The 4 standards are appropriateness, significance or relevance, complexity or scope, and scope, excuse me. Appropriateness, significance, complexity, and scope. And they really work like this. The first one is the topic suitable for the audience to hear about? Every time, just because an audience can take in and digest a topic doesn't mean it's an appropriate topic for them. For instance, should we talk to 2nd graders about how to turn on a stove? Now, no, the answer is obvious, no. Are they intelligent enough to understand it? Yes, but is it a topic that they can make use of in a responsible manner? If that answer is no, then it's probably not a good match for the audience, okay? The second one is relevance. Will they see your topic as meaningful before you speak? Just at hearing your topic, will they see it as meaningful? If you say yes, then tell me why. Is it on the radio? Is it in the media all the time? Is it a topic that's well known in our society? If it isn't, then you've got a battle here. If you say, if the answer is no, then, but you believe it's a good topic, like the speech about the walnut, is there something you can tell us that will aid us in seeing it as meaningful? If you say no, they won't see it as meaningful, but I think I can tell this, that, and the other. If I tell them this, that, and the other, this will help them connect with the topic, then it's a good topic and you can still stick to it. If you say, I don't know, then I want you to handle that as a no. I'm not sure, TNG, but I think if I bring in information about this, that, and the other, this will aid them. The third one is complexity. Is your audience intelligent enough to understand what it is you're going to talk on? If the topic is too advanced for them and they need 3 years of inorganic chemistry to understand it, then you probably should abandon that topic. But if it's a topic that with a little bit of legwork you can help us understand, then that's good, but then tell us what things you're going to do to aid us in understanding that topic. Now you'll notice that this particular question on the topic selection sheet, the 4th page in your packet, including the cover sheet, has 2 parts to it. Read it carefully and answer it. And then the last one is scope. Can you effectively cover this topic within the time constraints? If the topic cannot be managed within the time constraints, then you need to either ask for an extension or you need to then choose another topic. And here I want you to try to estimate how much time you're going to need to introduce this topic. I want you to give me some main thoughts, the main points that you might cover in that topic, and add some time estimates to each one and how much you think you'll need to wrap things up. If you do these things, and I would like for you to take your word map or your topic map and take one of the topics from there and put it to this litmus test, put it to the test. Fill out or complete a topic selection sheet on that topic. That is the last part of your homework assignment. If you do those things and bring them back to class, we'll be in good shape to help you better plan and prepare for the research topic that's going to come your way. Thank you and have a good day.